Hi, we're going to do a sample Shadchun interview so people who haven't gone can see what the experience is like and you can see if it's for you. And then we're going to try to compare it to what regular, like people who aren't using this method come up with. So this is the Shadchun, and here's his questions.
So what's your name?
My name is Ronan Levi Yitzchak Siegel.
Wow, it's a lot of names.
Yeah, well, it was Ronan when I was born. I added Levi Yitzchak later on in life.
What are you, a convert or something?
No, I got really sick, and then someone told me if I add a name, it could change my whole mazel and get better.
You're what are you, Lubavitch?
No, I was Lubavitch. I'm not.
You were Lubavitch.
I was Lubavitch. I was married already once previously, and I got my wife asked for a get, so I gave her one, unfortunately. And then now I'm like more into my own relationship with God. I figure, Hashem is my Rebbe, so.
You're spiritual, huh? You're looking for a spiritual girl?
I am. I actually like spirituality a lot, and I want someone who's also in tune with like working on herself and getting closer to God in different ways.
So like a Karl Bachian type.
Yeah, that sounds really nice.
So you like when they dress in those flowy outfits?
I love that.
Flowers in the hair?
I would love flowers in her hair. Sure.
You like flowers in the hair?
Absolutely.
But you expect to find a frum girl like this?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, you want to, like, what do you do with yourself?
Well, right now I'm actually trying to be an author. I have one book that's going to print, and a couple more on the way.
So you're not rich. Let me write that down.
Definitely not rich, no. And I'm also not interested in money.
You're not interested in money. No. So how do you expect to send your kids to school? It's $15,000 a year these days.
If my wife's okay with that, I'd like to homeschool my kids. I think yeshiva's way overpriced, and I know that if you give me my son or my daughter, I could teach them the Torah in a much higher level than someone, put them in a classroom with 30 kids.
So you're going to work, you're going to homeschool. What's your wife going to do?
Whatever she wants to do, really.
How about a doula? Would you like a doula?
What's a doula?
Those people that help the midwives.
Oh, yeah, sure. That'd be great. That's
breathing exercises. They're like cheerleaders for pregnant women.
That's a big mitzvah. That's a very holy work.
Holy work. Sure. They make like $12 an hour, though, so I don't know how you're going to...
Again, I don't... As long as she's like really not into like material possessions, she's not into gashmi, it's like I'm really more into like being happy with what you have. Like who's the rich person, the person who's happy with his lot in life.
And now that you don't drink all of your straw milk anymore...
It opened up the market.
Yeah, you saved a lot of money. So, where do your parents go to shul?
My parents aren't religious. I come from a secular...
Oh, they're not religious. That changes everything. I'll have to go into my system right here and check you off as,
I mean, my mom's a member in an Orthodox shul, but she's definitely not Orthodox herself.
Has she ever been to shul?
Yeah, she goes to shul on Shabbos.
Shabbos, okay. Does she say Shabbos or Shabbat?
She says Shabbat, and she's a strong Zionist, and every time I say Shabbos, she wants to kill me. And it doesn't stop me because someone told me Ashkenazim say Shabbos. So.
That's how it works.
Yeah,
okay, so does she use a white tablecloth on Shabbos?
She doesn't really make Shabbat, so I'm assuming she.
Does that mean you don't have guests on Shabbos?
No.
And sing songs?
I'm usually a guest.
No Zemiros?
I'm a guest at other people's house. I do sing Nigunim and Zemiros, but not in my own house.
Wow, Nigunim or Zemiros? Because there's a big difference,
I like Nigunim more, but I'll do Zemiros too. I like singing in general. So
you like singing in general. So you want to have a lively Shabbos table with lots of guests and that sort of thing, and not really give your wife a break. You believe she should be in the kitchen and cooking all the time.
No, I actually like cooking a lot. I don't mind doing dishes. My mom never did a dish when my dad was alive, so I'm into doing dishes. I don't mind doing laundry. I don't mind cleaning. I'm like very proactive. I'm very self-sufficient.
You don't mind cleaning, and what's your learning schedule like?
So I still say chitas, and then
what's the chitas?
I love Tanya, and I don't want to put it down, and like Chumash was
I don't understand. You got a divorce, and you're still in love with Tanya.
Tanya's just a great book. It stands on its own merit. I mean, I just love it, and I have no reason to run away from saying chitas. I have Wednesday nights I learn Megillah.
Okay. Talk tachlis with me. What kind of girl you looking for? Tell me what kind of girl you're looking for. A pretty girl, a ugly girl, a fat. You like bigger girls? You like skinny girls?
I like skinnier girls, but looks in general aren't.
So size 16 is out, but size 8 is good.
I haven't really quantified it. This is like overly unhealthily heavy, and if she is like heavier, as long as she's like into working out and like she wants to become healthier, I want someone who's going to live a long time and not be unhealthy.
Live a long time. That's good. To support you when you're unhealthy.
Yeah, I just like to be together with them forever. I mean,
now that you stop keeping Chavi Stroll, Ben and Jerry's clogging your arteries, it'll be great. What are the questions? TV. What's your thoughts on TV?
So I personally do not want a television in my house. However, if my wife enjoys watching television, it's like one of her hobbies, I won't complain or crutch about it.
And internet?
Internet I use. I think internet's a great source of information. I like it better on TV because there's no commercials, there's no and you have a much greater control of what you see.
What about your children on the internet? Don't you think that's a little Scandalous.
I have no fear of my children like going on the internet and like finding out what the world's about. I think if you try to like have them grow up in a very insular community, it's not going to work out. And eventually, they will be shown other ways of life, and it doesn't come from you; it's going to come from someone else. So I want to teach them about everything that's out there.
How about movies?
I don't watch movies, but if my wife wants to, I don't have really an objection.
So if your wife wants to jump off a bridge, you jump off a bridge?
No, and I would actually stop her from jumping off a bridge.
You would?
Yeah, I don't think.
But what if she was Anita?
That's a great question.
It's a pretty good question.
I'd have to bring one of her girlfriends to try to stop her. That's
interesting.
An excellent point.
And since she's not overweight, they will be able to because she won't be that, falling that fast, terminal velocity.
Right.
Okay, I think that's all the questions.
All right, now we're going to do, I'm just going to keep it running, see if we have enough time. Now we're going to do what I think should be like the questions. All right, so what kind of marriage do you want? Like what kind of level of physical activity do you look for? What do you think is going to be in your marriage?
Physical activity?
Yeah, like how often do you want to like...
I want to be out riding on a bike every day.
Right, you want to get a lot of exercise?
I want to get a lot of exercise, I want to be outside. I don't like those kind of marriages where every night they're sitting around and just like, watching TV or like, talking on the phone. I like to be outside, enjoy myself, going out. And a lot of people say once they have a kid, it's not possible, but I don't really buy that.
I'll tell you, it's very possible. My cousin had a kid. They're not religious, but they like take him everywhere. They take him on trips and camping and hiking, and it's like definitely doable.
If you want to do it, you can do it. That's my theory. Most people are lazy. They want to get married, and they want to just crotch around, sit around.
The question I was kind of directing it towards was, what kind of level of sexual activity do you see in you see it like once a week because you're a Torah scholar? Do you see it like once a day because you're a laborer? I mean, what do you?
Once a day because you're a laborer.
Is it the Gemara?
Type. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like newlyweds. They say like if you can newlyweds have it like as much as possible, and then you can like you have it more in your first year than you do in the rest of your life. I don't know. I mean, hopefully I'll be able to show him who's boss.
Very good, very good.
Experimentation. I mean, it's all dependent on the girl and how satisfied. If you're in love with them, it's much better than if you're not in love. It's there's a lot of different factors. I hope it doesn't turn out to be one of those things where it's like, I'm not in the mood, I'm tired, we can't do it now. Like, the only time you're ever going to do it is mikvah night.
Right, right, which is a horrible way to live.
Or Friday night with a sheet.
What do you like have any restrictions on your wife, what she's allowed to do, what she's not allowed to do? Like, do you see, is anything usher for her?
I haven't taken chassan classes.
No, I mean in terms of her hashkafa, in terms of like movies or television or like...
I don't believe in constricting people's. I mean, I think if I'm in a marriage, we're going to have similar views on that stuff. I mean, I'm not going to want her going to strip clubs every night, but if she wants to go to a movie, and I don't see movies, which I do, but if I didn't, I would probably, I don't think there's... I think it should be a similar value system anyway,
Yeah. What about chinuch for kids? Would you let her make these decisions, or do you want to be more of the driving force?
I don't know. I hate to say I don't give a crap, but at this point in my life, I'm like, whatever. I had a crappy education, and I came out pretty well, and I've seen people with great educations, and they came out crappy. So I think it's like it's dependent on the parents more than the kids.
You're like a pretty big internet personality. Are you hoping to find someone that's similar to you, or someone that just kind of absorbs your humor?
I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. I think someone who's witty would be good, but I obviously not exactly similar to me because everyone similar. It's too much. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What else? What's your version of romance? Do you plan on having like a date night where you take her out once a week, or do you want it to be like more spontaneous?
Either or. I think that if you have a setup once a week, I think that works, but I think it also creates a situation of like, if you have to mess up with the setup night, can you set up? I don't know. I mean, I think like I'm a freelancer, so I have time all the time where my wife might be a school teacher, a lawyer. I don't know how that's going to work, I mean, it's a pretty bad question to ask, someone who's not going to, you don't know who you're going to marry. You don't know what your schedules are going to be like.
Right.
I intend not to live in a city situation where, my goal is never to have someone commute more than 15 minutes to work. That's the goal.
That's nice. We're getting on the 10-minute YouTube limit. I wanted people to kind of comment on what they think of the whole Shadchun experience, and if they think they're asking the right questions, if they think they're getting good results, and what you're taking in general. Thank you so much, and God bless.